Okay, and we're live. Let me fix this camera just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna head in straight into the charts today because the US CPI is going to be released in 2 minutes. And today we have a special guest, my good friend Roshan. So Roshan, why don't you give a little introduction yourself? Make it a bit short because the CPI is coming out, but let's go.
Understand. Thank you. First, I want to say thank you, Noah, for bringing me up from the light. Long story short, my name is Roshan. I am a marketer in Union Trader Society, and so far I've been in the forex industry for the past, I can say, clean 4 years. So today, amazing good friend of mine, Noah, back in the days. Goddamn, bro, you go way back. Um, just want to say that, guys, whatever that you're hearing from Noah is some real shit.
All
Okay,
right,
this
man.
man came a long way. Okay, so I just want to give some props to you.
All right,
And
appreciate
yeah,
it,
man,
man.
that's about it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Anyways, the CPI is going to be released right now. What are your thoughts?
So far, what I can see is that gold is on an uptrend. Okay, if you're asking me about gold, I can say mainly it's on an uptrend. So
So you
so
expect
far we can see.
you
So
do
far, I'm not
expect
sure if you're
USD
looking
to
at the
drop,
chart.
right?
I do expect USD to drop. Yes,
I mean the
I
SVB
I'm
bank
not gonna.
collapse was messed up.
Bro, that was crazy. It was more than just a collapse.
Exactly.
Seriously,
It might
it
be the
was
start
crazy.
of
Yeah.
another 2008 financial crisis, to be honest.
2008. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm
Mm,
just quickly looking at Forex Factory before the actual results come out, and it says US consumer inflation may have cooled in February, but only slightly. So no matter how many interest rates that the Feds are trying to pull off, it seems like it's not really working, and instead banks
mm.
are failing. So that's not a really good sign for the US dollar. What do you think?
Um, to be honest, let's. I mean, long story short, lah. Okay, I don't sugarcoat things. But in terms of USD,
Hmm.
okay, in terms of US, they will never crash.
Okay.
Okay, the only key players over here are the people who make the money during the crash. This is exactly what happened in 2008.
Well, speaking about that, I
This,
just I just checked the DXY and it is crashing, my friend. The DXY is crashing.
like when you say crashing, as in like we're gonna see a significant amount of crash.
I mean, it is dropping by about, let's just say, like negative 185 points on the DXY. And it is honestly expected because I was looking at the Forex Factory and there was another article that came out that said US CPI reading takes a temporary backseat to the banking crisis. So like the whole world is
Mm.
focused on the banking crisis. So let's just quickly check. Okay, the CPI year on year is as expected. Core CPI has increased month on month.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah,
So
let's
you're only
just
looking at the moment. You're looking at gold, USD, or what other charts are you up to there?
Okay, so what we'll be looking at today is gold. So gold, GBPAUD, GA, Euro,
Okay.
JPY, GBPCHF, AUD. Hold on, what's this? Can't really see. Okay, AUD, JPY, GBPUSD. So we'll be checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll be checking six pairs. So let's just head on to gold first, yeah? Oh,
Okay.
gold just
Let's start
made a
there.
bullish push. It's
You
wow.
literally, I'm looking at it. It just literally spiked down and then suddenly it just blew up.
Yeah, it
So it's a lot of volatility over here.
Yeah, honestly, from looking at the weekly, we know that gold is extremely like bullish lately because it broke structure right here. It was a weekly
Right.
flip. It broke structure. It tested the 1,950 level and came back down to test the 1,800 level. And 1,800 level is an extremely strong level. Like I've seen price reacting at it like so
That's
many
true.
times.
1-800 is very strong. One eight
Exactly.
hundred. I would say 1795 to 18010. 1810. Sorry.
1,810. Yeah,
That
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a really strong point, and I do expect prices to hit much higher, especially From the previous week, we've seen a bullish hammer close right above the 1,850 level, and price is just
Mm,
shooting up non-stop. Let's just quickly
yeah.
drop down to the daily and see. Okay, the previous day we
Yeah, I'm
know,
looking at the daily as well.
yeah,
Okay.
it has been previously bullish. Like there's a strong like Maribozu candle like right from the day before, completely broke above the 1,900 level. Like we know that prices are like expected to go higher, but do you think we could face
Mm.
a slight retracement, maybe perhaps to like on the 9 February wick on the daily? Do you think we could retrace all the way there before heading up higher? Or do you think we're gonna just
Okay.
react off the 1,900 level?
I'm glad you asked me that. I can show you the chart if you allow me to switch on the camera. I can show you the chart right now. Show you a little bit.
Oh, okay. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna open the Zoom. All right, go ahead.
Hold on, yeah.
All right, take your time. Why don't you show our beautiful viewers
Okay.
your face after this, yeah?
Can can.
All right, let's go on.
Okay, I'm
Uh,
not sure if
oh, it's
is it
really
blur
blur.
or is
Yeah,
it clear?
it's super blur, my friend.
Hold on,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Just wipe the camera a little bit. Oh, it's still
Oh, it's
blur.
really blur. Okay, I'm not sure why it's blur though, but
It's right.
I'll
It's
try.
right. You can explain
It's
through your
okay.
words, and I'll like look at it on my chart.
Okay, so for now, if you take a look at hold on, yeah. If you take a look at okay, are you on TradingView as well?
Yeah, I'm always on TradingView. TradingView is my best friend.
Okay, same here. Okay, go to the daily chart. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
once you're on the daily,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if you zoom out, you would come across the week of October 2022 week. Okay,
October
you would
2022.
see three powerful supports.
October 2022. Do you know like which exact date? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The
October
triple
to
bottom,
November.
right? The triple bottom, right?
Correct,
Yeah, I highlighted
correct.
it as well. I think it's a super strong
Nice.
support.
That's damn strong. That's really strong.
I agree. I fully agree
Really
with that.
strong. Okay, so what I did was I pulled the Fibonacci chart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I pulled it all the way up to 1952. That's where it stopped, correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay, so if you pull it up there, you would understand that in terms of Fibonacci, in a daily chart, it's very strong. So if you look at it, if you pull it up, you would notice that when it retraced back, it retraced to 0.618. So that means
0.618.
yes, that means the trend was already finished. You see, so it retraced and it came back down.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
right
It's
now,
it's retesting
mm,
around the 50 level, which is a very strong Fibonacci level.
correct. So if you look at it properly, if you know Fibonacci, you would understand that this has not respected the Fibonacci because even though it went 100% up to 1952, it did touch the 0.618, but it didn't touch the zero point 0.5. It didn't come down halfway. So there could be a possibility of it consolidating now and then going back down for expansion before going back up for a trend.
I fully agree with you. And plus, if you look back in like 11 March 2022, around that area, we've
Yeah,
seen the previous high, which is around the 2000 level, right? Which is honestly the all-time high.
that's right. That's the all-time
And
high.
yeah, and I do think we could possibly be testing that area, especially after the break and retest of the key level 1800. We both know 1800 is super super powerful.
That's
And
right.
okay, in terms of trade opportunities right now, I am looking at the 1900 level for a potential retest. What about you?
1900. Okay, hold on. Let me look in. 1900.
Because from
Okay.
what I'm
Okay, I
seeing,
see. I see that.
yeah, go on first. Give me your thoughts.
Okay.
Let's discuss it out.
One. Okay, 1900 is pretty powerful because if you look at the 1 hour chart,
Hmm.
there's already two support. I can say two support because the previous line would be the two bars which is located at 1892.
1892, yeah. Ah, okay.
Okay, so
I
that's what that's yeah, that's when it gave like a short consolidation for a few hours, right?
That's true. And they
Before it crossed the 1896 line, because after it crossed the 1896, then it never went down. So yeah, you could be right. You could be right. That could be a powerful zone too.
from what I'm looking at, like if we were to quickly check on the 4 hourly chart, like price formed a bearish candle pushing downwards, formed a doji, and right now
Okay.
price is just messing around right now. But if price were to close above the doji, I believe we could continue for a blast off all the way up to 1950. What do you think?
1950. That's right. I was thinking about the same number as well.
Yeah, if price can form a morning star formation right off right now, then we're looking at a pretty good buy opportunity right now. Only if price could close above.
Only if price closes above. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I guess gold is a waiting
Yeah.
game right now. Like even me jumping on the lower time frames, I don't really see a clear entry just yet. Price still has to close
Mm,
above the actual like previous high with a strong bullish candle for us to like properly take a trade, in my personal opinion.
true, true, true. Because previously, if
Hmm.
you look at about if you look at January towards February
Okay.
on the 4 hour chart, you will notice that there's a very strong support, and then the resistance that broke it was very, very strong.
You mean the bearish push, right? You're talking about like 3rd
That's right.
February?
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about yeah, correct. 3rd February. That's right.
it's quite a strong support. And if you
It's
look at the
yeah,
small tiny consolidation right before it dropped, price is currently right there right now.
exactly, exactly. So it's a zone lah. We can say it's a zone.
Yeah, it's definitely a
It's
zone.
a proper
So,
zone. Mm,
hmm, thinking of that, then price might just I think you're right. Price will consolidate right now until we have a good strong bullish push. So I don't think we have any buy opportunities just yet. So it's a waiting game.
that's true. That's true. It's a waiting game.
Yeah.
For now, if let's say we don't see anything around 8 to 9 o'clock, we should be seeing some moves around 12 to 2 o'clock tonight.
Hmm. And thinking about it,
Mm,
the New York market opens in 48 minutes. So that would be pretty interesting to see what happens. The CPI just released and it's just as expected, but how the SVB bank is going to affect the US dollar will still be determined by the open of the New York session. So
mm,
we have to wait and see what truly happens.
yeah, that's true. Like we can't make any moves until the 4 hour, the 1 day candle closes. You see. Only
Yeah,
then we have a proper
exactly.
confirmation. Mm, yeah.
I mean, the 4 hourly candle is gonna close in precisely 17 minutes. So if it closes really strongly bullish, we might be in for a trade. But we'll have to
Yeah,
wait and
yeah,
see
because
what happens in the 17 minutes.
mm, mm,
I'm just
true, true, true.
gonna.
Because even for this bar, this 4 hour, right? If you look at the 4 hour chart,
Mhm,
right now it's on the bullish side, fair enough. But
mhm.
if you look at the bars before that, it's three red bars. Okay, so if this bullish bar closes above those three, I feel like we have some sort of confirmation.
Precisely. I completely agree with you. If
Mm,
if if the bar fully closes above everything before that, I'm talking about one, two, three, like the four candles prior, we're looking at a very strong hammer candle that engulfed the previous candles. So that's a very strong
exactly.
confirmation for us to go long. Like we could potentially even go slightly higher to previous high around 1960. The wick,
Yeah,
wick top.
yeah. If it hits 1960, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's very crazy, but it's possible though.
I'm
Mm.
looking for a break above a small retracement where we could potentially scale in at the support we were talking about before price crashed below 1900, that
Mm.
structural
Mm.
zone. I'm looking for another retest. Even if we miss this move, I think we can still take the retest based on the higher low.
Mm.
But
That's true. That's true. I completely agree with that.
honestly, I'm not going to take a
Also,
trade just yet.
yeah, not for now. Not definitely not for now.
Yeah, because there's one issue I have with gold right now, which is price is extremely overextended in my personal opinion. It has not have like had a break since 9th of March. It has not had a retracement just yet. So that is my current issue. What are your thoughts?
Mm. Okay, if you're looking at it long, then I would say, hold on, yeah, 9th of March. Yeah, that's a solid one too.
That's the start of the bullish push, but we have never had any relief. Now, personally, I think price may be slightly overextended. We could be testing lower levels. Even the weekly flip around the 1,880 level to 170 100 sorry, 1,865 level, which is quite a strong weekly flip that is.
Oh yeah. Oh, you put it at 1865, is it?
It's more of a zone that I placed
Actually,
from.
you're on point because on my chart I put it as 1863 to 1869. So we're the right scale now, we're the
we're
right point.
seeing we're seeing the same shit. So that's a pretty
Yeah,
good sign.
literally.
So all right, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think? What do you think about 1917? I feel
Mhm.
like if it hooks up, if it flies up, it would consolidate around 1917 because if you look at it in history, history always repeats itself.
Correct.
So if you look at history, on the 4 hour history, we're
Hmm.
looking at very strong resistance and support at the 1917.
Yeah,
Try to take a look and then give me your thoughts on it.
especially during January towards February, like price has reacted pretty strongly over there. Like we have had a break above.
Mm,
It was resistance turned into
exactly,
support, 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 minor resistance, and then
exactly.
crashed. So I
It
think
just
you're
crashed,
very
bro.
right.
Because the whole month of February,
Hmm.
it's not an uptrend at all. It was a downtrend the entire February,
It was just a
you see.
crash. It just
And
died.
it just died. And if you look at March, it's not a beautiful bullish also. You can't say it's a beautiful bullish because number one, it did retrace back. Number
Hmm.
two, it jumped. It literally jumped. So the moment it retraced back and it jumped, that means we are looking at a very strong consolidation until it spikes. Because usually that's how it works. That's what happens to gold.
Okay. I fully agree with
Mm.
you. I would say March, the beginning of March would be the start of like invalidating the bearish structure because that's exactly when structure broke, which when price closed above the 1,850 level and it broke the previous lower high created on 20th February, which was placed at around 1,844. So that was a break of structure, and then we came back down close to the 1,800 level to create a
Mm.
minor higher
1844.
low.
Yeah.
So that was the start
Yeah.
of like the change of trend, and I strongly believe that we could be. I still think that, I mean, you're completely right. Like the zone we're talking about, the 1912 to 19,
1863.
yeah,
The 1912. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1912 to 1920. That's a very key zone, and I think we are
Mm.
going to break. I mean, if we break above and retest it, we have a very strong conviction of a buy. That's for 100% sure. But
Mm.
price has to
True.
respect that.
True. True. True.
Definitely has to respect that.
It has to respect. Once it respects the line, and then we have a confirmation in the 4 hour as well as the 1 day, bro. We are good to go.
Exactly. So
Mm.
in terms of trade ideas, taking a trade now would be far too risky in my personal opinion. But we could take
Continue.
a long if once again the 4 hourly candle closes above all of the wicks. Oops. Okay, it's all right. We'll start a new meeting right now. This is the problem of using the free Zoom. Okay, give me a second. Let me just text Roshan. I'll send it again. Sorry guys for the minor hiccup. Let's just join back in. We're gonna copy invite link. Go back there, go back to WhatsApp. Quickly send it right here. Okay. So we'll just wait for him to come back in. But as you can see, Roshan gives great advice. He's one of the very good friends I have that is really passionate about trading, and whatever he says has complete truth. I completely agree with him. And we're seeing the same exact thing. So that's a very good sign. So we'll just wait for him to come back. But in terms of trade ideas, personally, in the meantime that Roshan comes back in, a 4 hourly close above here would be a good indication we can take a buy, which is why I draw down like this buy signal trade to take prices all the way up here. But obviously the best bet would be a break and retest right here. So, oh, Roshan is back in. Very good, very good. So let's just wait for him to connect to the audio and we should be good to go.
Hello, bro.
Welcome
You're
back.
back.
Welcome back, welcome back.
All right.
Yeah, so sorry, like
Okay.
free Zoom with the limited time, it happens sometimes. Anyways,
That's fine. No problem.
okay,
Okay, so where
so
were we?
okay, we're talking about like trade opportunities, and while you were reconnecting, I was saying if it's exactly what we said earlier, if the 4 hourly can in the next 9 minutes, which I don't think it's gonna be possible right now, because it's not looking that strong, is to close above all the previous 4 hourly candles for us to take a buy. Or we could wait even longer to take a trade further down the week
Mm,
when price breaks above that area, comes back for a retest with a good strong bullish formation to take price all the way up to 1950.
1950.
Yeah,
I think we can say 1950 to 1960. It
yes,
could
I
be a
agree.
possibility.
Within
Mm,
that zone, definitely within that zone, but we have to wait and see.
yeah,
So in the meantime, while we wait for this
yeah.
candle to close, let's quickly check the other pairs.
All right.
Okay,
What are you looking at? What's
I'm
your next one?
looking at
Have you?
GBPAUD.
Okay. Just wanted to ask. Have
Yeah.
you ever come across USD JPY? Are you taking a look at that as well?
Ooh, USD JPY. I do not really like that pair because price is kind of erratic in my personal opinion. It just doesn't fit my personality that well.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, I mean it's just my personal preference, but we can take a look. We can take a look at it later on. I don't see why not.
Can
Okay, but
can.
okay, quickly looking at GBP AUD on the weekly, we always do top-down
Ooh,
analysis.
GBP AUD. One of my favorites.
I love
One of
GBP
my favorites.
AUD. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like my best friend. It's like my wife.
Yo, when I first started trading,
Yeah.
and GBP AUD was one of the first pairs that I made money from.
Oh, really? Perfect.
GBP AUD. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a
Yeah,
good pair.
it's
Good
it's
pair.
amazing pair, man. You just downplaying it. It's not just good, it's amazing. You have to think about that. It's a beautiful pair. It's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so looking at the weekly, like the previous week, like it closed above all the previous candles that was created throughout October, November, December. So I treat that as a very strong bullish momentum push. And we're looking at like possibly taking price all the way up to 1900, 1.9 and above, slightly above.
Because now it is at 1.82.
Yes,
And
it's
you're right.
1.82. It's like hovering right above the minor key level of 1.825 actually. So what I typically like to do is I trade in levels, especially key we call this the quarter theory. It's a really amazing
Yeah.
book. I'm not sure you read it yet, Roshan, but you should definitely check it out because it's amazing. But
What book is that again?
I'll send it to you. I'll actually show it to the stream as well because it's an amazing book and it's all about trading in levels, like round psychological numbers.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it has honestly taken my trading to the next level. And price, once you test it out, once you back test it out, you can see price has reacted over and over and over again at this round psychological levels. It's amazing stuff.
Okay. Looks good. I'm looking at GBPUSD. I'm trying to check this out. It's not bad.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna list out my thoughts right now. So price in the previous week has closed above the three pin bar, right, during December from
Hmm.
5th December to 19th December. So that, in my personal opinion, is a very strong bullish push. And price on a weekly, currently, it's like forming a doji, but it's still staying above the 1.825 level. So that's a very good sign. We could be hitting much, much higher. Mm, and looking down on the daily, the previous day price was
Daily, huh?
just, yeah, price was simply forming a doji. So I treat that as a consolidation. And price is slowly inching lower below the 1.825 level currently. But
Hmm.
if you were to draw a trend line from 20th February to current price, like you can see price is overextended. Price hasn't like come down yet. It made the bullish push ever since the 3rd of March. So it's overly bullish in my personal opinion, and it should come back to retest any of these key areas or potentially the
Wow.
1.8 level.
It's extremely bullish.
Yeah, I think
And
it's overly bullish.
okay, start the line. Yeah,
Give give
yeah. See,
give
I've been looking at the line, huh?
Yep.
Okay. And if you look at the line of okay, hold on. Let me put this properly. Okay, if you look at 1.837 around there,
1.8.
1.82 to 1.84.
Okay.
Okay, 1.82 to 1.84.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, it was a very strong support, very, very strong resistance.
Yeah,
So I
I
feel like
agree.
price should be hitting there before retracing. I feel like it's going to be a strong retracement,
I agree. I agree. It
unless
should come back to like
unless
test the trend line at least.
yes, or it's going to consolidate and fly up. Because if let's say, hold on, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
just received a message.
Okay. Yeah,
So yeah,
I definitely agree.
if
It's
you
a
look,
resistance.
yeah, yeah, because if you look at that line, right, previously through history, that is like a very strong line. Whenever price hits the line, it consolidates before spiking up or down.
Exactly. We have had like I would say
Let's say,
seven week
mm,
daily wick touches. So it's a very key area. I fully agree with you.
yes, that's true. Yeah, it's actually yeah around seven. Can say seven. Can say seven.
Yeah, it's perfectly seven,
Mm.
correct.
And what should respect this is gold. Let's say if gold would spike up, it would help GBP AUD as well because we don't have much news coming in from AUD anyways.
Correct,
So
correct.
it should be respectable.
Yeah, especially doing the correlation of AUD and gold. But it's a bit
Exactly.
contradictory at the moment because if gold goes up, AUD is supposed to go up, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's doing the
USD
opposite.
is just the other way around.
Yeah, precisely.
Mm.
And
Mm.
looking at it right now, it seems that the British pound is pretty strong across the board. If we were to look in other pairs as well,
It's damn strong, bro.
like it's super
Damn
strong.
strong. Mm.
So yeah, personally on GA, I don't see an opportunity just yet. Like there's no we have to come down to retrace because price is at a strong weekly resistance and we need to come back for like a retest. I'm looking at the 1.8 level in my personal opinion right here.
1.8, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
1.8
Okay, hold on, yeah.
because on 28 February, the end of February, price wicked into that area as well as 7 March. And we made a bullish daily hammer on the 9th of March that broke completely above. So you know basic
Mm.
structure, right? When price breaks above a key
Exactly.
level, it has to come back and retest. That's how structure goes.
Yeah.
I think we both know this very
Yeah.
well. But to those viewers out there, remember
Exactly.
this: break, retest, always retest.
Yep. I
Okay.
mean, you know how our leaders used to say, like even Yanis used to say, our fund manager,
Yep.
previous past support is future resistance,
Correct.
and likewise. So
100%. So yep. Honestly, GBPAUD not much to see right now. Has to come back to retest trend. The trend line, the daily resistance right here, trend line, daily resistance,
mm,
as well as the key psychological level 1.8 is all in line. So it's a very key area. And
yeah.
I'm looking at it, I'm focused on it, and I think we could only reach there like later on. Or price could only make a minor retracement. But we'll just have to wait and see. GA, not much for this week. I mean, not yet.
Mm, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Let's quickly move
Okay.
on to another pair.